I ate terribly while we were in Florida. Back in the days, I used to beat myself up when I had times like this. I learned that that's not productive at all. That's the worst thing I could be doing. It would start a snowball effect. This morning, I probably would be looking in the mirror, feeling bad about myself, you know, getting depressed when I think about all the ice cream and cake I ate. Green machine, thank you for holding us down. I just vacuumed and cleaned the inside of the green machine because that's what you do when somebody lets you borrow a car. And you clean the lens when you're trying to make a video.
Why are we grunting so much?
I don't know, and this thing keeps fogging up. You're an old lady. We're done?
Yeah.
You pooped?
This morning. See you later, man.
Later. Candace got us going through back roads and whatnot. I have no clue where the heck we are. I had to ask her where we were going. And there's shocks in this truck. Like, I'm not even exaggerating right now. Is this thing focused? There we are. So we're at the Planet. It's about, what time is it right now? It is 11:13. We have to meet her dad at 1 o'clock. So we have to work out, we have to shower, we have to put gas in the green machine, and then we gotta meet her dad, and then he's gonna drop us to the airport by 1:30. So, about to have to hustle right now. All right, we complicate exercise too often. It's really, there's a science to it, but then really, it's really simple. I always suggest people starting with compound movements. So, don't overthink it. Pick a few compound movements. Do about 3 or 4 sets, do about 3 or 4 exercises, knock out about 25 minutes of cardio, and go home. Simple. Learn the basics. Build a good foundation on compound movements. And I have to sneak because I'm in Planet Fitness. But today I'm doing a little bit of shoulders and a little bit of back. So I'm gonna do a military press, Arnold dumbbell press. I'm gonna do a bent over row, and a dumbbell, 1-arm dumbbell row. Simple. I'm gonna do 4 sets of 12 of each. I'm gonna knock out 20 minutes of cardio, and I'm out. Simplify, 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 simplify. It's simple. Keep it as simple as possible. It'll help you stay focused, trust me. Now, those behind the neck shoulder press are not for everyone. If you notice, I go super light, and shoulder mobility is something that I really work on. So if your shoulders, if you don't have good shoulder mobility, I wouldn't do the behind the neck presses. That's just a disclaimer. I try to answer questions that I used to have when I first started in the gym, and I never knew what was the difference between doing a shoulder press or any exercise for that matter on a bench with a back versus doing it on a bench without a back. When you do it on a bench without a back, it forces you to use your core a little bit more. So sometimes I do it with a back when I'm lifting heavier, but when I'm going for lighter reps, lighter control reps, and I want to incorporate my core, I use a bench without a back. Well, yeah, we just dropped off the truck to the mechanic. Her dad's about to take us. Her dad's about to take us to the airport. And once I get to the airport, her mom works at the Hertz at the airport, and I'll be able to make my breakfast because I'm still fasted. Yo, I ate like this trip. Listen, we had a good time, and I have this many regrets. I had desserts every night, ice cream and cookies, at least 3 nights. At least.
Say not every night, but
At least 3 nights. I probably ate a half gallon of Bluebell.
that's true.
I probably ate at least, and this is total since we've been here. I probably ate, I'm sweating like a month, 18 cookies. Listen, those,
Apple Market.
bro, those white macadamia nut cookies at the Apple Market,
And chocolate chip. All of it. All
next
that stuff's
level.
good.
But you know what? I have 0 regrets. I eat quote unquote healthy at least 75% of the time, and that's all I'm asking of myself. And that's it. So now it's time to work off these pounds before homecoming. Another reason why I gotta get lean again is so I can film the videos for the 12-week transformation program. So I gotta shoot those videos. So I gotta get back on my dean, which is nothing. I love this process. I love putting myself in the corner and then fighting my way out.
Why did he leave us the key?
I don't know, it's hot as hell.
Did it stop, bro?
Oh, dang, I didn't mean to slam it like that.
Here.
So, we're at the airport. We're at Candace's mom's job.
Hi.
And now I'm about to make my oats.
Wow, I saw that.
You guys are so easily entertained.
I know.
Bye.
Bye. I'll see you guys when you get there. Bye. Take care.
You never know when we're gonna have them. They save them.
And we're off.
We're off.
That's the No, that's. Oh, you fancy, huh? I got a secret to tell y'all. I can't be too loud. Hold on, y'all wait till these people board. So look, we're in first class, right? I don't know why we're in first class.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here.
But we're here. So I'm gonna act like I've been here before.
We did.
Oh yeah, we did.
One time.
Once. We keep getting upgraded, my mistake. But I'll take it. Bye-bye. So that flight was pretty good. We watched an awesome movie. It's called, what was it called? Gifted? Really good movie. Reminds me a lot of our future kid. Damn, it's lit.
How did we know be here?
Walking through coach to get to the bathroom, an older white gentleman stops and says, I noticed that you were sitting in first class. What do you do? Comment below how you would have taken that. I kindly answered him, you know, and kept it moving. But as I sat down, I thought about it. I'm like, why is this guy asking me what I do? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Let me know. Comment below what you think about that. So we got back from Florida really late last night. We had about a 4-hour layover in DC, man. And I'm glad we had that 4-hour layover because I got to sit down and I got some work done and I got to really like just get my thoughts together. I rewrote my goals, which is something that I try to do from time to time and really focus in on them, and I haven't been doing that. I got to really just work on some logistics of my life and my business and just how I've been moving, because life has been moving so fast for me lately that I'm kind of all over the place, and that's one of the things I need to work on. Let me look y'all in the eyes right now. No one has fucked up or messed up or have more challenges in their personality, in their habits than me. I'm pretty sure someone does, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna just let y'all know I got a lot of shit with me. I have a lot, and I mess up a lot. And the reason why I've been able to get to where I am in life right now is because, for one, because I mess up, And for two, I'm constantly looking for ways to learn from those mistakes. All the lessons are in the mistakes. So if you mess up a lot and you have a lot of growing and learning to do, then that kind of is, I kind of look at that as an advantage, right? Because I've been able to do it. But as long as you live with a growth mindset, that's the only way you're able to take advantage of those mess ups. It's the only way. So I kind of adopted this growth mindset a few years ago. And did adopting the growth mindset help me, fix some of my issues? No. It still has taken time. It still has taken a lot of work and discipline for me to correct a lot of the issues that were causing my life to be a disaster. I'm still working on these things, right? But here's the point. As I sat in the airport yesterday, I realized a few things. I realized, all right, let me give you guys an example. I ate terribly while we were in Florida. I ate terribly. And back in the days, I used to beat myself up when I had times like this, and I learned that that's not productive at all. That's the worst thing I could be doing. So it would start a snowball effect. This morning I probably would be looking in the mirror, feeling bad about myself, getting depressed when I think about all the ice cream and cake I ate, and just feeling discouraged and not wanting to go to the gym. But I've learned that that's not progressive. It doesn't help anything to beat myself up about it. I'm human. I'm gonna make mistakes, and it's not even a mistake. Did I eat a little bit more ice cream and cake or cookies than I should have? Probably. But so what? Life goes on. You really can't mess up because this is a lifestyle for me. So am I going to be 100% on my game all the time? No. And I had to realize that. And I had to allow myself to be human because I'm so on it, that when I have moments where I mess up, it just messes with me mentally. So as I sat in the airport yesterday eating my Five Guys burger, I realized that I've come so far with that, man. Like, let me tell you, it used to torment me when I had weeks like I just had. But it feels good. It feels good to grow. It feels good to finally be in a better place after mentally just destroying myself. It feels good to be somewhat past that and just having an understanding of process, having faith in my own discipline and my own abilities to refocus. It was like it was a moment for me. And another thing, like, I used to always beat myself up because I have a lot of habits. I have a lot of ways or tendencies that in the past would stop my productivity, would stop me from, getting whatever done, right? And when I thought about these things, these issues that I need to work on about myself, when I thought about them, it would discourage me. It would make me feel like my dreams or my goals, I don't even like the term dream, I hate that term, but my goals, the things that I'm working towards, it would make me feel like they're not attainable because I have this characteristic or I have this particular habit, and that's not productive at all to think like that. Because now I have the understanding, even if I got to remind myself every single week that, Brix, you got to get better at this, or Brix, you got to get better at that. I don't think about what's behind me, right? If it's a habit that I've portrayed in the past, whatever, it's in the past. I believe in my ability that in any moment I can decide to change something, right? And it may happen slowly. Incremental change. That's how change happens for me and most people. But I don't let what I've done dictate what's going on ahead of me. You feel what I'm saying? So, but I used to. I would think about, the fact that I'm not organized and I procrastinate. I used to think about that, and it would deter me from being productive going forward. It would make the vision of, you know, my goals, the things that I want to achieve, it would make it blurry, because I feel like, okay, it's because I procrastinate or I have, you know, attention issues that I'm not gonna be able to achieve that. But that's not true. Fuck that. I had to say the F word, I'm sorry. It's not true, because every single moment, because of this growth mindset I have, I am progressively changing that. I'm getting better and better and better and better. And even though it may not look like it, I am getting better, and I know it. I feel it. I feel it because the way I process information is different now. I want you to adopt a growth mindset and forgive yourself for being human, because we all have we all have things in our characteristics or in our habits that may have stopped us in the past. But let me tell you this, it doesn't matter what happened in the past. That doesn't matter. All you have to do is decide that going forward, you are going to slowly work on the things that you are slowly going to become the person that you need to become in order to achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Whether that's growing a business, whether that's changing weight, whether that's having a better relationship with your family or your girl or your wife, whatever the case may be, just understand that in order to achieve these things, you have to become another version of yourself. And that doesn't happen overnight. That happens slowly. And it happens by changing your habits, right? So I want to give you guys a tip on how to change your habits, right? And this is something that I've adopted. And it may sound silly. Now, and this may not apply to everyone. But if you don't currently, the first thing you should do when you wake up is make your bed, right? So if this is not currently a habit that you already do, I think this is a great way to not only train yourself to form new habits, but there's a lot of advantages, I believe, that committing to making your bed every single morning. I never used to make my bed. I was a very messy person in the past. Don't get me wrong. I'm not Danny Tanner right now. I'm working on that as well still. Yeah, Kimmy. Here's a few advantages, I believe. Just making the simple decision to make your bed. As soon as you wake up, you start your day doing something productive. You accomplish something. The very moment you start your day, you achieve something. And this can start a snowball effect for the rest of your day. It's a great exercise to this is not even about the bed. It's about you forming a habit that you decided to instill into your life. Right? That's what it's about. It's not even about the bed. And attach you making the bed to you being productive or you getting towards your goal. Because if you can't commit to making your bed, you can't do anything. If you can't make that a habit, you're not going to be able to successfully lose weight over the long term. I mean, don't take this too literal. You understand what I mean. We're talking long-term success with whatever it takes you reforming your habits. So making your bed the first habit that you create. And I guarantee you, and this may sound silly, I guarantee you, you'll be able to start building on that habit, right? And then take an assessment. I'm gonna do a full video about this. I think I should. So I'm gonna just end this right here. Control your habits, control your life, control your mind, control everything.